Have you ever felt like your life is on pause? You know the feeling. You are sitting there, waiting for some magical surge of energy, or a clear sign that finally says go. We tell ourselves we need perfect conditions to begin, a clear schedule, a rested mind, the right moment to strike. So we watch the clock. Many people see this behavior and call it laziness, but that misses what is actually happening. You aren't avoiding work because you lack effort. You are staying still because the idea of the work has become too heavy to carry. You are immobilized by the narrative inside your own mind. The thoughts about how difficult or complicated the task might be are pinning you to that chair. Remaining seated in this mental waiting room keeps your life on hold. You exist in a continuous loop of anticipation, expecting a start signal, while your day slips away without a single thing getting done. Why does the brain voluntarily choose to sit in such an uncomfortable space? To understand that, we have to look under the hood. The first culprit is the demand for perfection. When you require a flawless outcome before you even begin, the pressure seizes up your cognitive engine. The gears lock because starting feels like an impossible standard to meet. Then comes the fear of getting it wrong. Your ego wants to protect itself from judgment and the pain of a mistake, so it simply refuses to step into the arena. Biologically speaking, inaction is extremely comfortable. Your brain looks at the waiting room and sees a perfectly safe haven. After all, a project you never start is a project you can never fail. This behavior is actually a very effective way to keep yourself safe. Your brain is prioritizing the security of the chair over the risk of trying something new and failing at it. But there is a hidden cost to staying seated. Thinking about a task actually drains more energy than executing it. The worry compounds, filling up your mental bandwidth. This graph illustrates how the perceived weight of a project climbs. The longer an idea sits completely idle in your mind, the harder it feels. The difficulty curve rises steeply, fed entirely by your own delay. Now look at the alternative: immediate, messy action. Instead of calculating the perfect route, you take one wobbly, unpolished step forward. The exact moment you initiate a physical movement, the psychological pressure vanishes. The balloon of anxiety pops because you have forced your brain to deal with reality instead of imagination. That sudden drop in pressure changes how you feel about the work. Once you are moving, the task stops being a mountain and starts being a series of small, manageable steps. This proves that motivation is not the spark that creates action. Action is the spark that creates motivation. You have to move your body first to generate the interest and energy you've been waiting for. So how do you break out of the waiting room today? Here is a practical, immediate plan. Step 1 is to call it out. Speak out loud and admit that you are stalling. Putting words to the behavior interrupts the loop and forces you to face what you are doing. Step 2. Lower the bar. Give yourself permission to do a flawed first pass, settling for simply being done. Step 3. The 2-minute push. Shrink your commitment to the absolute smallest action, doing it for just 2 minutes. Wash one dish. Write one sentence. These 3 steps bypass your brain's natural desire to stay safe and stationary. By removing the pressure and shrinking the timeline, you transform a massive, paralyzing project into a simple, immediate reflex. When you stop waiting for perfect conditions, your trajectory shifts. You move from being a passive observer of your life to an active participant. The clock that tells you that the right time has finally arrived is broken. It will never chime. The only time actually available to you is right now. Step out of your head. Walk into the messy, real world and reclaim your momentum.